I see Caroline, it's on. Yeah, this man. Nonsense.
Look at this rat. No one can tell me that this girl doesn't have brain touch. She's actually like the devil. Laura is very keyboard happy. Twitter fingers. You can type, but say it to my face.
Who are you? In real life, will you be at the dinner table that will be on?
If you come for me, I'm not coming with a bomb. I'm coming with a nuclear weapon. And I would finish any little thing that is ever going to reconcile us. I don't want reconciliation. I would finish you and bury you. Period.
Well done, Caroline.
Hi! Frankly speaking, guys, see, by the time I was done watching this episode of The Real Housewives of Lagos, I was numb. Yes, I was numb. I didn't know how to feel. I didn't even know what exactly to feel. My emotions were raw. I didn't know if I should be upset more. I didn't know if I should be irritated. Guys, I think mostly my emotions fell on the part of irritation because frankly, I was really irritated with Laura. Guys, I'm sorry, but I was just wondering, like, is this lady this way in real life? Because if she is this way in real life, hey God, I can just imagine how uncomfortable people around her will be. I don't know. Does she really get a kick out of being so vindictive, out of being so problematic? Like, how can one person just be all of that? Or is this all just for the show? Ladies and gentlemen, someone please help Laura, like let her understand that, okay, Big Brother Naija Season 7 is actually around the corner. So auditions are ongoing. If she is looking for a house, a madhouse, to fully explore, display her level of drama, her madness, her craze, that is one huge platform that people like her are gonna definitely appreciate. Because to be very frank with you guys, at this point, I don't even know where to draw the line between, okay, Laura as a character on this series and Laura in real life. Like, guys, I'm lost. I mean, a whole lot happened on this particular episode, not just about Laura, but there was also Chioma, there was also Caroline, and I'm gonna be unpacking every single detail on this particular episode of Frankly Speaking with Gloria Elijah. But before I continue, let me first of all welcome all of you back to my YouTube channel. You're welcome back. My name is Gloria Elijah. This is Frankly Speaking with Gloria. I am the girl with the tea, and the tea of this video is definitely really, really hot. So just sit back, relax, watch this video to the end, and let's quickly get into it. Oh, don't forget, tomorrow is Saturday, and as usual, we will be having our FSWG YouTube live stream by 3 p.m. WAT on this channel. So please, whatever you have planned for tomorrow, please just make our time, all right? Just at least 1 hour of your time to join us tomorrow. Tomorrow's conversation promises to be quite interesting and exciting. That said, let's get into the video. So if you all recall, last episode, that's the episode 6, ended with Mariam extending invitations to the rest of the ladies, inviting them to dinner at her house, which is not just a house, which is a mother freaking mansion. Listen, that house is simply gorgeous. That house is everything luxury personified. That house is beautiful. It is stunning. The attention to details is commendable, guys. Honestly, I was blown away. We've actually seen the house before, yeah, on the episode 4 when Mariam was introduced to the group. So what am I talking about? I guess I just really loved seeing the house again. Yes, and also I must commend Mariam for putting in so much effort into planning that dinner. She had planned with her sister, with her husband, who is really, really supportive. Yes, and she had even gotten a celebrity chef to come prepare food for the ladies, which was quite thoughtful of her. And I'm guessing that, okay, this is now a competition to who is the most, who is the host with the most, if you want to put it that way. Anyways, moving on. Iyabo and Toyin had arrived earlier at Mariam's house, although along the line in their conversation, I was kind of confused when Mariam had mentioned that Laura was the first person that got to her house, because what we saw was that Iyabo and Toyin, they had arrived there first, and then Laura was the third person that arrived. And so I was wondering, okay, is this some sort of agenda to push a narrative that Laura arrived late at Mariam's dinner, or what is going on? Is it that they played the clips from the scenes from the back. Guys, I don't understand. If you have an idea, please help us out in the comment section. But as I was saying, those three ladies, they were the first to arrive. Even Mariam, the host, was not even there. So they had to occupy themselves with little chats here and there, and also champagne. And whilst they were looking forward to seeing Chioma and Caroline, which of course they were not really looking forward to seeing those ladies because they were already upset that Chioma and Caroline were running late. And so Mariam had joined them, and Chioma had actually called on video call to apologize to Mariam and inform Mariam that she was going to be running late, which I felt was thoughtful at some point. But then I didn't understand why Chioma was like 5 whole hours late. That was a lot. 5 hours. No way. No way. I will not wait for 5 hours for dinner. And listen, frankly speaking, even though Chioma is one lady that I admire so much, I believe in courtesy a lot. I do not like people wasting my time. I do not like people not rating me, especially if I rate you. So if I have given you an invitation, let's say days ahead or weeks ahead, you know, for something, we're supposed to meet up, I believe that from the time I told you, you should have started clearing your schedule, right? I mean, that's what courtesy demands. That's what you should do as a classy woman. You should start clearing your schedule. So I didn't just understand why Chioma could not start clearing her schedule ahead of that day that she was supposed to attend Mariam's dinner, right? So our own excuse of, oh, she met with 3 of her clients, she had a lot of things to do, she had a lot of busy things to do. I'm wondering, like, no, Chioma, this is wrong. Even though you enjoy being fashionably late, that was wrong. You went too far. 5 hours, and you arrived around 9 p.m. to come and eat what? Are you not watching your weight? I don't understand. Me, that once it's past 7, I can't eat anymore because I'm trying to watch my weight. And it's not even healthy to even have dinner by 9 p.m. Where is the food going to pass through? I don't understand. How are you going to digest the food? How is the food going to sit well in your stomach? It doesn't really make sense. That was a health hazard. To be very frank with you all, if I was in any of the ladies' shoes, waiting that long to have dinner, and also knowing fully well that I have a lot of things to do at home to take care of, I will be very, very upset. I will be livid. And trust me, I probably might not eat that food. I might just excuse myself and leave. But then, hey, it's a show, and they were probably required to wait that long. So, just as expected, the ladies were upset.
It cannot be a coincidence that someone constantly comes late and they complain about this thing and it hasn't changed. Why? 5 hours? No, that's too much. So we're going to start dinner without them. Straight to the dining table to have dinner because we're done waiting for Caroline and Chioma. And I, for once, I'm getting it.
But Laura was overly upset, and she had already mentioned the moment she walked into Mariam's house that she was not feeling herself today. That she wasn't sick or anything, but she just wasn't feeling herself today. I don't know. According to her, what she explained much later, she said that she was trying to get used to this having a friendship kind of circle, belonging to a group of women, you know, that kind of friendship kind of thing, that she's not used to it. She's trying, you know, to get used to it. But you and I know that there was actually a lot more to Laura's attitude because she had already been giving Mariam attitude the moment she walked into Mariam's house.
Odd mean, I don't understand. Why you, like, I understand that. I noticed Laura gave me a bit of side hug, which I'm like, what's going on? Like, it's just too soon.
I mean, you were invited to someone's house for dinner. Courtesy demands that you greet the person properly. But she was giving Mariam, the host, the owner of the house, attitude. Hey, God. Hey. Anyways, whilst the ladies were waiting, Toyin decided to bear out her heart, you know, talking about, when people repeatedly do stuff, that it gets to her.
Try not to be confrontational. I try to not let things slide, even when I don't like the things. I just leave it because there used to be an age where I would literally fight you if I don't like something.
Then they were having an argument over, it's age that makes you ignore things like that. And Toyin's own line of argument was that it's money. You know, when you make money up to a certain level, Iyabo was arguing that no, it's age, you know, because, hey, once you grow older, you grow older in maturity as well, in emotional intelligence. And that was when Toyin revealed that she had gone through emotional abuse, mental abuse, and physical abuse in a previous relationship. She went into a bit of details about it, but not enough details to know which of her past relationship she was talking about, because I think this is her third marriage or third relationship with a man. I don't know, but we'll get to find out as time goes on. But for those of you that have already been following these ladies on social media, you probably must have heard about it by now. I don't know, because I don't really follow all of them. I think I only follow Chioma. But then moving on, Chioma and Caroline now decided to make a grand entrance. Yeah, they did.
I know they are upset.
Before they had walked in, Laura had been making some sly remarks about Caroline and Chioma. She had made a statement like,
Chioma is in the world of her own. She's enjoying this whole attention. Okay, are they all seated? I'm sure there's somebody she calls. Hey, are they all seated? Okay, we're coming in now. Yeah, this man. Nonsense.
And I was wondering, like, Laura, why are you so obsessed with Chioma? What the hell? How can one person be so obsessed with another person? I mean, guys, it's weird. I don't even get it. It's weird. And you know the funny thing? Chioma wasn't the only person that was late. It was Chioma and Caroline that was late. So, but everything that she was saying, she was directing it only at Chioma. And she was stating that, oh yes, only Chioma, that's my opinion. I'm like, come on, Laura, what the hell? Oh, and then still, before Chioma and Caroline had walked in, Laura had made some sly comments also about Caroline. So there's this song that Davido sang. I think it's if you don't get money, hide your face, right? There was a line in the lyrics that said, Caroline, save your drama, something like that. And guys, to be very frank with you, I did not really understand what Davido was talking about, but I think that song kind of directed at when Davido's friend that died in the club, and I think Caroline was talking about, oh, Davido being a friend of the guy, they should investigate. I don't know, guys, but I think that was about the time that song was really making a hit. And Laura was kind of talking about it, and you know, she was trying to make a joke out of it, but then she was trying to also blast the other ladies at the table that, oh, why are they not really reacting? Like, he was really peppering her body that they were not reacting the way she wanted them to react. She was especially expecting the likes of Toyin and Mariam to flare up, to be very, very enraged that, oh my God, Chioma and Caroline, they made us sit here, they made us wait for them. I'm hungry, you know.
But no, so the funny thing, are you guys okay? This is so rude. Are you guys okay? That you'll come.
If you go for an event,
this is supposed to be like,
I'm not an actress and I don't know.
No, but the thing is, this is supposed to be lunch, right? 4. And this is almost 9 p.m. And you guys are fine? I'm not okay. It's not okay. Can we have food?
But because they were not really reacting the way she wanted, she was kind of disappointed, which reminded me of the way she had actually reacted in episode 1, that first time that all the ladies had been newly introduced at Tiannah's baby's product launch. If you all recall that particular scene on that episode, Laura had acted the exact same way, maybe not over the top, but the exact same way that she's acting on this particular episode, simply because Tiannah had said some very, very nasty gossips about Caroline to her when she and Caroline had beef, right? So after she and Caroline had settled the beef, Tiannah, or rather Toyin, had not gone ahead to explain to Laura that, oh, I'm now cool with this person, no. But then out of the blues, Laura is seeing Caroline at Tiannah's event. So she was really upset. So same thing again, guys. This particular episode, Laura was upset because the people that she expected to overreact, just as she was doing, were not doing so. And so Body can't begin the pepper.
Especially when I'm very bored. I'm bored. One minute she's laughing, another minute she's calm, another minute she's like this.
She said she's bored. Very funny. The conversation is going on. Oh.
So knowing fully well that she had wronged Mariam and the rest of the ladies, Chioma was busy extending apologies to the ladies, also offering a peace offering of roses to Mariam. And Mariam too was confessing that, okay, because she's a sucker for flowers, she could not really go crazy the way she wanted to lash out at Chioma. And then Caroline also took out time to apologize to all the ladies. She even admitted that they were actually rude, you know, for coming 5 hours late. But then I also liked what Iyabo Ojo did.
I think it's disrespectful because, I mean, when you give me time, I'm thinking of everybody. Like, oh, I don't want to keep anybody waiting.
My focus and direction is mainly on Chioma, most especially because I know she's the ring leader of coming late to an event, and I'm saying it so that she can understand truly how I feel.
Now, Iyabo, for the first time, was really upset with Chioma, especially because Chioma is the one that is always fashionably late, always late. So she did not waste time, you know, in bearing her heart out. She had actually gone ahead to speak, first of all, generally, and then she had also gone ahead to call Chioma's name, to say that, oh yes, Chioma, especially you, Chioma, you know, because Caroline, most of the time comes early, except for this particular occasion that she had been really late because she had gone to go and pick up Chioma, you know. So they had all laughed about it and everything was all well and good. They were having good food, they were just enjoying the dinner. But then Laura, obviously, because the other ladies had not really, as I said before, overreacted the way she had expected, right? But they couldn't prepare her. So she was like, oh, she's bored, she was not feeling the event or whatever, she's not feeling the food, she's not feeling everything. And guys, apparently, she had actually made a lot of statements, which we later got to find out when Mariam had called Chioma after the dinner. Now, while she was making faces and being all dramatic, you know, saying that she was bored, blah, 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 Tony, who was sitting directly opposite her, was trying to make her feel better, was trying to cheer her on, you know, was just trying to play with her just so that she can come out of whatever was bothering her, you know. At some point, Mariam even had to make an excuse for her that, oh, she's probably tipsy, you know, from the champagne that she drank, that kind of thing.
I apologize, ma'am. I'm not used to this kind of friendship and this kind of guy. I'm just trying to get used to it. Yeah, but I'm trying to get you out of it.
But then Laura blurted out that Tony was actually doing too much.
You're doing too much. Laura chose the bombshell. Tony is beginning to do too much. Tony, leave me. Enjoy with your friends. Let's talk. I just want to eat and go.
Hey, God. I said, what kind of friend is this? Honestly, guys, at that point in time, I just jumped to the conclusion that, you know what? In this carcass, in this clique, there's no true friend. There's no true friend because we actually saw something quite shocking, you know, at the end of the series, the episode rather, which is going to be revealed to us in the next episode. But I'm just going to hold on to that spoiler for now. But really, guys, Laura made that statement. I was shook. And I'm thinking, here is your supposed friend that's trying to make you feel better. And listen, guys, I understand that Laura was probably at that point in time seeing Tony as a hypocrite because, of course, to be very frank with you all, I mean, let's be honest with ourselves, Tony has actually presented herself to be a hypocrite on several occasions. I mean, right from episode 1, she's actually been presenting herself to be that way. So it was quite understandable that Laura was disappointed that, oh, you know, Tony was the first person that started getting upset and making a case out of Caroline and Chioma being late. And now that they are here, she's actually acting all friendly and saying, no, let bygones be bygones, you know. They even toasted. That person that is hammering things outside, guys, so fucking annoying. Anyways, as I was saying, right, she was just basically complaining that Tony was doing too much. And I'm like, hey, God, this girl. I mean, in as much as that was very hilarious and petty, it really did piss off Tony. Like, it pissed her off a lot to the point that she just said in Yoruba that, you know what, Laura, die there.
Yeah.
You know, so she decided to throw herself into the fun that was happening around her. Even Chioma too, sitting beside Laura, was noticing all of the madness and she was getting really irritated.
I think Laura, at this point, is seeking attention. I don't know what it is, but at this point, I think that she's being slightly rude.
But then, you know what, just like, okay, let's just ignore this girl and just enjoy the evening because, of course, Mariam had really done a lot to prepare for the dinner and the dinner was going absolutely well, save for all of Laura's drama. But then the good thing is much later, They had karaoke in Mariam's home lounge. They had a lot of fun. Even Laura, that was making faces earlier, she was having so much fun dancing. They were singing, and then the night ended. And just when we thought that all of that drama was going to end at that dinner table, right? Guys, Laura decided to take to the group's WhatsApp group to go and start blasting, venting, ranting. And I'm like, girl, you presented yourself from episode 1 to be the boldest, the loudest, the realest, the one person that can beat her chest and say whatever was on her mind. But guys, seeing all of those messages from Laura on the WhatsApp chat, I'm sorry, but I just concluded that Laura just fully displayed all elements, all shades of cowardice. I'm sorry, but that was what I saw. Because it is only a coward and person wey no get liver that would ignore or even give up such a grand opportunity of spewing all the beef you want to spew right to Chioma and Caroline's face at that dinner. You left it, even after the dinner, when people meet outside of Mariam's gate, you could have easily gone to both of them and give them a piece of your mind. But no, you had to take to your keypad, like a keypad warrior. What was she doing? Like a keypad warrior. She literally, nah. I mean, how did we even get into the WhatsApp messages? So Chioma was preparing for her charity event, yes, where she packs up school bags with a lot of goodie items inside to go share out to kids, you know, give out to kids. I mean, according to her, this is something that she had been doing for a while now, since 2018 or thereabouts. And her friend, Tiannah, I can't remember her friend's name. Her friend and Caroline, they had come to join her to assist her in doing so. And so on the way, they started seeing the chats dropping on the WhatsApp group. But before then, Mariam had even called Chioma before Caroline had even arrived and was complaining that her staff had actually witnessed all of Laura's drama, that even Toyin got upset and left, drivers had got upset and left. You know, everybody was just basically upset at Laura, you know, complaining basically at Laura. And guys, Chioma too was also livid, like, nah, this girl should understand class. But guys, the shade that Mariam had thrown at Laura, it was mad.
I'm literally reading it. I swear to God, like,
I didn't want to be called Peter. Too late.
Too freaking late. Look at this rap. No one can tell me that this girl doesn't have brain touch. You know that, right?
Oh Lord.
She's actually like the devil, honestly.
But then it was when Caroline had actually arrived that they were in the car going to the location of Chioma's charity event that Laura started dropping some mad ass crazy, vengeful WhatsApp messages. And guys, that was where I went numb, because things that should not have found their way to the Nigerian internet, guys, you saw it. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Laura decides to start messaging in the group.
She's mad. The one thing that I made you over to me, I gave it to you.
This idiot rented house in Banana Island to lie to people.
We don't want to go into the conversation of the details of those WhatsApp chats, because if we start, this video is going to run up into 5 hours. You know why? Because the things that Caroline and Laura were throwing at each other, oh, you that you were pimped, oh, you that you sleep with all the industry people, oh, you, the industry thinks you're trash, and all of those kind of things, guys, those stories, they are just all too familiar. Those stories, they are nothing new. I mean, if you are based in Nigeria and you follow Nigerian celebrity entertainment gist, these are tales that we hear on a regular. Yeah, we hear it on a regular, not just from blogs, but on a regular. So I would never be surprised when two Nigerian celebrities, they call at each other like this. I mean, they know each other's deepest secrets. They know each other's dirt. Yes, I mean, they can literally roll in the mud because they know what to do, basically. You know, so I was kind of shocked that Laura, I mean, both of them, they had the guts to throw their dirty linen in public, knowing fully well the clapback that they're gonna get. Because guys, I'm sorry, but there are people that are going to do their findings, dig into all of these things, and trust me, more can of worms is going to be opened. And that was exactly what I just did not want for these ladies at all, because already they all came in with their bag of baggages. Yes, with their truckload of baggages onto the show, and now more can of worms are being opened, all because of some crazy beef from Laura. Nah. For real, guys, the messages just kept on coming and coming and coming, and that was where this episode 7 ended. But from the snippets that we saw in episode 8, guys, it's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild because it seems like the allegations that these two ladies threw at each other, it's shaking Laura's home, and so Laura had to have a conversation with her husband. Of course, she was being all defensive, yes, because the husband too could not really even talk anything. And then they decided to have a meeting as called by Iyabo Ojo, and there was a mad-ass fight. Guys, you see that bottle water where they throw? I want to see whether it break person head or whether it pluck person eye, because trust me, episode 8 is going to be wild. It's going to be wild. So you know what? Just watch this particular video to the end. Let me know your thoughts about this episode 7 of the Real Housewives of Lagos, all in the comment section below. And we're going to discuss more about this probably on our live stream tomorrow. And also watch out my review of episode 8. That said, I'm going to end this particular video here. Do have an amazing TGIF. Bye.